Okay, we're live. I've got a few people with us. There's a phone in front of... Ooh, has his phone number right there. Got Tin Man on the phone. Sound off, Tin Man.
Hello.
Got... Whoops. We got Bo on Skype.
What's up?
And Google is on the other side of the table.
What up?
What up? All right. So a couple things before we get started talking about Bergdahl and letting everybody vent. I've got to push a few things here real quick. The twit and my computer thing. We got tomorrow night's show, the interview with the lone survivor director of their foundation. What's his name, Bo?
Director of Development, Michael Langley, Lone Survivor Foundation.
Yeah, he'll be on. We were honored to have him. That leads into the next thing. The official game TV Team DV gaming team is doing a live charity stream on Veterans Day weekend for the Lone Star Survivor Foundation.
Not Lone Star, just Lone Star.
Oh, Lone Star. It's the Lone Survivor Foundation. I knew that joke was going to come bite me in the ass. They're going to be doing a fundraiser for them. So listen tomorrow night, and we'll be posting to the page. LaChris is doing a 22K Ruck March to raise awareness about vet suicide and raise money for the farm. She'll be starting tomorrow. And don't forget, pre-orders are now available. Go to the website and check it out. I'll talk more at the end of this video. Bergdahl. Can you believe that fucking Bergdahl got less time than this lady did for stealing cheesecakes? A lady stole just was listening to the news, and the civilian commentator was like, how much time did she get for stealing those cheesecakes? She got 10 years. And he was like, that's more time than Bergdahl got. Tim, man, you did 27 years in the military. You've got to be mad.
Days like this, I'm fucking glad I'm out. I'm telling you, it's...
Well, what?
I mean, I just look at it. You know me. I went from fucking E-nothing to E8 and then became an officer. How the fuck do you look at a fucking troop that you're about ready to fucking rip their ass because they're fucking 30 minutes late and go, fuck it. Bergdahl didn't get shit.
What was that comment you made?
Well, you know, I always knew that oxymoron was, or military intelligence was an oxymoron. Now I guess military justice is as well.
Yep. Google here just told me that.
So I was just listening to the news, and they had a lieutenant colonel on who was part of the planning stages of, like getting him back and all that fun stuff. But his misbehavior before the enemy charge was because he assisted the Taliban with setting up traps and shit, ambushes.
Helping the enemy.
To
kill Americans.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. Did you know that, Tin Man?
I didn't. I mean, now he's right in the fucking class of Jane Fonda, who shot at a fucking American airman. Now this motherfucker set traps for his own troops.
Yep.
Now my question is,
damn.
In a $10,000 fine, I'm sure, like after collecting $250,000 of back pay for 5 years, he's like to the judge, "I'll pay that on the way out the door, Your Honor." But
right.
Bo told me that he's going to pay $1,000 a month.
It's 10 months, $1,000 a month, and on top of that, they're trying to appeal the judge's decision.
Right.
What?
He wants to upgrade his dishonorable discharge. So what? An honorable for desertion?
So here's the other thing he's still not satisfied with is they're arguing now he can't get medical care because he's got a dishonorable discharge. This guy should be in prison for a minimum of life. I mean, people die. How bad is it? You've got to be more angry. This has got to piss you off more than the whole Hillary thing and this and that. We're all angry about that. Any news? This hits to the very core of what our beliefs are.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Trump's going to try to do something. President Trump.
He also claimed that he didn't know that people were going to be going out looking for him, which is total crap. We all know
Right.
that he knew that was going to happen, and that's why he assisted the enemy. He also said that the Taliban treated him better than the
Yeah.
U.S. Army has. So,
Yeah, Michael Amato writes, the 3 general orders mean nothing now.
Right.
You know what else means nothing? God. Look, everybody knows I'm an ex-con, right? I've done my time for breaking the law. This guy is literally getting away with murder.
yep.
He's getting away with murder, Tin Man.
Yep.
Now, all of
I mean-
this, this kind of it says to every single service member, hey, you know what? If you're overseas and you don't like what's going on, just leave post. I mean, it's all good. You're not going to suffer the consequences.
You're the one, as an officer, you as an officer, Tim Man, what's this going to do to not just the Army, but all the branches with discipline?
I mean, it infuriates me. I will never blow smoke up somebody's ass and say, "Oh, the military's fun and games," and I'm not a fucking recruiter. What we freaking the linchpin, the key to the military is our discipline and our
Where's this bone? Get him up.
our.
Listen,
How do you look at somebody that's screwing up and go, we've got power over you if you don't do what we tell you to.
a person, yeah,
Obviously
and
we
somebody
don't.
just, Jonathan just commented, so a person lights someone on fire, they get 20 years, but if someone causes soldiers to die and be disabled, he gets to walk.
Right.
He gets to walk. It's so infuriating. It's like, so,
This is one of
going
those
back to this
moments
thing about him
where
having a
we
$10,000
preach.
fine. Motherfuckers across the nation have already raised that for him. All those fucking military-hating motherfucking liberals have already said he's their champion. Fuck. I'm sorry. I got to knock cuss.
all right, let
You're
Bo
supposed
wanted to
not
say.
cuss.
Bo wanted to say something.
Well, we talk about American standards and the American justice system, and this is one of those times where we've taken that and thrown every bit of it out the door and said, fuck it. He's just another guy. Let's just smack him on the wrist and be done with it. So what do we do when someone does something worse, when they desert and actually gets more people killed and or leads a full-on attack on a fob or a base or, God forbid, the fucking country?
Now look,
Or we slap them on the wrist again?
I just cannot believe. I can only imagine what the families of those that were killed looking for him are going through right now. This has gotta hurt. As a veteran, I feel bad for them right now. I personally feel not responsible. What's the word?
We're hurting for them.
You know.
You know what? This is actually fucking worse if he didn't get convicted. I mean, he fucking confessed and pled guilty to these charges and got nothing.
Right.
It would have been better if they fucking tried him and then couldn't convict him because they didn't have the evidence.
Listen, Joseph Cantrell reminded me of something. With him being convicted, though, those families now can go after him civilly. But like we just said earlier, he's worth, what's he worth? Maybe $250,000, maybe some possible future book and movie deals. Because like you guys said, they're celebrating this on the other side. I mean, I can't confirm this, but Manning is even pissed. I think he said something about, I got breasts for nothing.
Well, and think about it. The Navy guy that took pictures, that took one photo on the submarine got more time than Bergdahl did. Like, it's absolutely disgusting. Now, there is one very, very, very small glimmer of hope, and that is that a 4-star general who oversaw the trial can go through everything and possibly throw him in jail.
Yeah. So what's the story behind? Does anybody here know the story behind the judge? What?
Nope. He's been a judge advocate he's been in JAG his entire career. He's never gone anywhere, never done anything, never seen anything. He'll probably never get fucking promoted because Congress has to approve a promotion from a colonel to a first star.
Yeah, well,
Unless, the Democrats take over.
Bergdahl is emblematic of everything that is wrong with this country. David Schwartz writes.
Mm-hmm. And what was the other thing? The judge has not yet revealed what led him to his decision.
So is the judge is a male? Because I'm seeing different.
Yes.
What, it was one judge, not three?
No, just one. Colonel Jeff Nance.
I can pull up the actual article.
But he hasn't said why he gave this sentence, if that's what you call it.
Yeah. This is another disgrace. It is. How many people are turning over? Who's turning over in their graves right now? Those six KIA? Those 6 soldiers?
What's worse is they're throwing it off on Trump and what he said during the fucking election and shit.
Right.
That's what makes it worse. No, that has nothing to do with taking responsibility, A, for your actions and convicting a man of who fucking became a traitor. Literally.
Right.
What does the president have to do with any of that? I don't care what he said. Fuck that. Take President Trump out of your fucking mind and stop blowing it off on somebody else for once in your little measly lives.
Personal responsibility. How can it's unbelievable. No, he only expressed remorse like just recently. All those little podcasts he did last year where he basically admitted to what he did, the Jason Bourne thing and all that, but there's no remorse. And the only time he did it was when he was on the stand, and you know why he did that.
Yeah. Trying
to save his skin. I cannot believe, this is like, are we living in bizarre world? Everything's upside down.
Yeah. It's disgusting. I mean, But yeah, this judge is. Well, and even so, Bo, even with what you said about Trump's comments, right? The judge even said that even though it was wrong, basically, for Trump to say that stuff, he could still give a fair sentence.
And then today, though, they even mentioned on the news that may have had some leeway on what the judge's decision was. And I honestly agree with that, as much as I don't want to.
No, I know, but that's the news. That's the media. The judge himself said, "I can still give a fair sentence regardless of what Trump said."
But no time. Really?
Right.
Yeah.
No time at all.
Yeah.
Well,
the judge.
Well, a lot of lawyers and legal analysts and even military legal people, they're saying that the judge could have taken into consideration the time that he spent as a POW, and he's gone through all of this abuse and crap while he was a POW.
The evidence that you couldn't have had a more cut and dry case. There was no question about what he did. He admitted it before going in there.
Well, and what about the guy that got shot in the head trying to rescue him? He will never walk again. He will never talk again. He's brain dead, pretty much.
Okay, so you guys know Title 18, Part 1, Chapter 15, Code 2381 is treason for United States law, right?
Yes.
Right.
It says, and I quote, "Whoever, on an allegiance to the United States, levies war against them or adheres to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort within the United States or elsewhere, is guilty of treason and shall suffer death or shall be in prison not less than 5 years, and fined under this title, but not less than $10,000, and shall be incapable of holding any office under the United States.
Listen.
Right, but that's separate from the military justice system.
Right. I'm just saying that right there is the American treason.
Okay.
law.
I'm gonna put this out there right now, and this is everybody knows. This guy, Bergdahl, would have been is safer if he's locked up. Yeah. I'm not trying to say people are gonna go out there and do. I'm not promoting vigilante justice. And damn it, don't you none of you fuckers do nothing stupid. I'm serious. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't throw your life. Don't throw your life away. Don't throw your life away for fucking something stupid. But I'm telling you, I don't know where this guy's gonna go.
No.
What were you gonna say, Tin Man?
I'm just gonna say. I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, we got nut jobs that freaking go after congressmen because they don't like their fucking political party. You don't think that people that are pissed off about real issues are going to just sit back and go, "Oh, okay."
Well,
man.
Right.
That I don't know. I the pressure must not empathizing with Bergdahl and nothing, but I don't know how he sleeps. Knowing that pretty much 99, if not 100% of the military hates you, veterans and all that. What's going on mentally with this guy? I don't know how, like you said, how he functions or anything. Why he's not he still eats and this and that. There are a lot of vets walking around with guilt, deserved or undeserved, and they have a hard time. Can you only imagine what this guy's going through? I wonder what his life expectancy is. I'm sorry, but
short.
At his hand or the hand of somebody else. This is just insane. You've got one guy gets pardoned right before the last president gets out. You've got a traitor being celebrated. Now this guy, and this has nothing. If it was up to the president, where this guy would be. I cannot believe this. I don't think this is the end of it. I bet you the president has his lawyers looking at. If you can pardon somebody, well, no, that's all you can do. You can't go the other way with it.
Nope.
No, you can't go the other way. But I mean,
anybody out there in law enforcement, if he breaks the law, please, if he speeds, lock him up for life. You think it'll be like that with OJ? They got away with murder and then they got him on something else and then sentenced him to all them years.
Oh, when he stole his gear from the Hall of Fame, that was
his, right? But he got maxed out. It's going to be like that. I don't. This guy said, not only that, he spit on everybody when he came back and said the crap about how us in the military are he trusts the Taliban more. They're more truthful in this. That. Go fuck a fucking cactus.
That's what gets me. That's what gets me. We can bring up Trump's tweets from the past, but we can't bring up what Bergdahl said when he returned.
Right.
And put that in them as well.
Well, that goes to what we're saying. He admitted to practically everything. He's the one that didn't follow his lawyer's advice and did all these podcasts since he's been back.
Yep.
Because we live in a fucking world now where if you say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut your balls off, everything is fucking forgiven. That's basically it today.
So
it is worse to be politically incorrect than a coward in front of a fucking enemy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's sad.
God.
Yep.
There used to be a time, and I was in that military, where it was your mission, period. Don't give a fuck. Now it's, the mission might come, but as long as you feel happy about it. Fuck.
Well, I'm reading some of the comments on the news website, and this guy writes, a perfect definition of today's bullshit snowflake generation. Absolutely no consequences for one's actions or wrongdoings. And that's where it is. That's where we are as a generation. Yep. It's funny. the millennials, they polled that, and I know how polls go, but 50 to 60% of the millennials polled believe, would rather live in a socialist country or have the U.S. be socialist. And it's funny that, they're talking to somebody, they should talk to some of these people that just escaped from a socialist country to come live here, and that's what they want to do.
Yeah, but these are the same stupid fuckers that think that chocolate milk comes from a brown cow. And I'm not trying to make a joke. I mean, they're fucking ignorant.
Yep.
I don't know. Well, I just know that what we wanted to do was let everybody vent, and maybe I'm reading your comments. Look, I'm not the brightest bulb out there, but I managed to get my collective shit together and get to where I'm at, from being homeless to here. But with the collective community here, there's got to be, I mean, for the families of those people that were, of those men that were killed. And I
hate to say that they're showcasing it, but the one that can't do anything right now, he's completely disabled. They talk about him, on the norm when Bergdahl gets brought up, and the fact that they bring up his 5-year-old daughter and he can't even hug her, that fucking kills me.
Right.
Well,
that alone fucking kills me. When I heard that, like, I didn't want to cry, but it's one of those moments you can't help but tear up.
Well,
because some asshole done it, and there's no justice for it at all.
Right. And, I mean, that's the one that got shot in the head. He's lucky to be alive, but he's been given a life sentence.
Yep.
The family...
And go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
And you know what pisses me off the most? It's not that he was in a firefight and got scared and ran, which would be bad. He was on a guard post. He just fucking walked off his post because he didn't want to fucking do it anymore.
We've had those people in our units.
Yeah.
You've always got not that they not walked off, but the ones that are disillusioned or whatever, or they don't like their job and stuff. But I've got more respect for the shitbags in my unit than all. I never have any respect. Jeremy in here makes a good point in the comments. He says justice will find him.
Well, here's the thing. So Bergdahl's sentence was exactly the same as the sentence for someone in the Air Force who got caught selling drugs in the barracks. He got reduced in rank and got a dishonorable discharge.
Yep. Listen, this is the equivalent. This is the equivalent of when it was determined that Hillary had that classified stuff, and we all know, with the emails and stuff like that, and the servers, having stuff go through a private email account and all that, how wrong that was. And then at the same time, we had active duty personnel being UCMJ'd and busted out of the service for even less. That it's just, how many of you are really, truly did not see this coming? I mean, we knew it would kind of be, we kind of half expected that we're going to give them a light sentence, but not like this. That 14 years, that 14 years that they were proposing for the prosecution, that I was disgusted with. And, you're not going to, you want people to stop doing bad things? Punish them.
Right.
Send a message.
Well, that's what I was saying. We've come and grown into a society where, as long as you apologize, everything is forgiven. I mean, honestly.
Well,
every time someone does something on the news,
everything, as long as it's not you in a bar 20 years ago saying "grab them by the pussy," because that's not forgivable.
Wow.
But fucking walking off your post is.
Right.
That is like the most. You've broken the most cardinal sin of the military.
Yeah, you have.
And and less than, what is it? Less than 1% of the population serves. So we are a minority. Nobody, no, and they tell us, get over it, or you're being melodramatic, and we have no pull. We could if we all banded together and, but we all work, or we got our issues
The
to deal
only
with.
minority that is less than the military, no joke, is transgenders in the world. Now, with this perception,
Wait, stop. Say that again, Bo.
the only minority that is less than the military in America is the transgenders worldwide. Putting that in perspective, that's less than 0.03% of the American population is transgender.
Yeah.
So we cater to transgenders and we pity them, but when it comes to shit like this, get over it. You served. You knew what you were signing up for. Go fuck yourself,
right.
honestly.
Realistically, I'm just gonna go around. Tin Man, if you had to hand out the punishment, what would you have given him?
I would have given him
On the low and high end.
No, I would have given him a 25 to life.
Okay. Google?
I would have given him life.
Bo?
Yeah, I mean, death would be too good for him. I'd make him live the rest of his life in prison just so he had this on his conscience for the rest of his days.
Well, I agree. I would have liked to have given him death, but taking into consideration all that he's been through and what Trump said, if this was the judge, okay, we won't kill you, but life. That's how it should have been. This was an open and shut. This was such an easy case to rule on.
Along with that, I would have erased his entire military career and made him less than a private.
Okay.
Yeah, remove all rank and, yeah.
Well,
Right.
that's what he got. EIOU one.
No, he got back to E1 and a $10,000 fine.
Well, you can't go any lower than
See,
E1.
with this,
But I would have
taking
erased
the
it. I would have said that never happened.
taking this whole medical aspect out of the picture, what he got, he knows he won, so he doesn't have to live with this on his conscience. So
Right.
that would have been way too good for him.
God, this is like, I mean, I've really got to go digging on this judge's background. Really? I mean, you couldn't have been handed. How long before this will be on Law and Order?
NCIS,
Right.
motherfucker.
Right?
I mean, how do you teach your kids about this?
Right.
See, this is the thing that'll go in history books, but it'll be praising Bergdahl for standing up for himself, which is sad.
Yep.
Well, they're already celebrating him on the other side, and they'll use whatever excuse. But for us, the only thing that matters, no matter how much you disagree with anything, you signed on the dotted line, motherfucker, and
Yep.
forget the politics and the bullshit. You violated the trust and the loyalty of everybody. It's I don't know.
I'm still just trying to get my whole fucking brain wrapped around how that could happen.
I mean, what do we? If not this, then what the hell are we fighting for? What's going on with all our values? It's all twisted and upside down.
You can use free speech as long as I agree with it. If I don't agree with it, fuck your free speech. I'm taking it away.
And there's another one. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope this helped getting some of it off your chest, but it's not going to go away. We're going to watch this, and I hope the families do go after him, and I hope he's left with no pot to piss in, and so. And on appeal, he better not. Right now, that like Google said, the lawyers are arguing for VA benefits and stuff for medical.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself. You're lucky. And you can't be thankful, even after all that, you were just handed a gift horse right in the mouth. You're going to go fucking ask for more?
Right. And he's not just asking for, he wants an upgrade. He doesn't want a dishonorable discharge.
Oh my God! And
It's
if
not
that-
even that he wants medical. He's trying to get
Listen.
more than a dishonorable discharge.
So, if I'm to understand correctly, the new rules in the U.S. now, we do not like the verdict. So, we're supposed to all head down to our local CVS's and start burning them, and maybe the verdict will be changed, or they'll retry them.
Maybe we can get Marquis Luton Squad to go with us.
Wait, say that again, Bo.
I said maybe we can get Marquis and his Luton Squad to go with us while we're at it.
For those, he's referring to Marquis on the Marquis radio show. Yeah, he's one of our DVs. Yeah, that's the only thing. If you really wanted, if we were to, like, I'm running the farm and the DV store and all the other stuff I got going on, I can't organize something like that. But if us vets all banded together and just said, no, enough is enough. We let you slide with kneeling on the national anthem. We let you slide on pardoning. What's the dude with the tits?
Chelsea Bradley
Manning.
Manning.
We let you slide on that. Enough's enough. Really, God.
Hey, you know the case was tried in Fort Bragg.
Yeah,
Not saying anything that we should maybe do, but just for your information.
Like to see him. Is a Flamin' Mug still down there on Bragg Boulevard? Maybe if you guys, maybe Bergdale will be going out for a beer tonight to celebrate.
It's only a hot scotch and a stone throw away from my house.
Can your wheel... Bo, you can't get off... Is your couch remote control now, or does it have wheels? Can you drive
I'm
it?
still waiting for those solar panels that you were supposed to send me a year ago.
All right. Well, that's all I got.
Pre-orders.
Huh?
Pre-orders. You were going to mention those at the end.
Yeah. Guys, you guys have been asking for those hoodies and We the Willin shirt. Go over to mydvstore.com and click the pre-order tab and order. Monday I will be and this will probably come up. Monday I'll be on the Howie Carr Show. We're launching a week-long campaign to raise funds for the DV Farm. In collaboration with the Howie Carr Show, we have a DV Farm mug. They will, and their Howie Carr Show logo. Special product that's going to be featured through the HowieCarrShow.com. I'll put out more information Monday before I go live on the air. And tune in and listen to me talk about probably this and the farm. So, and I got practice not swearing. They told me if I fuck this up, I'll never be able to go back on real radio again.
They told him that twice in 2 days.
They told me again tonight.
Okay, so 3 times in 2 days.
And
Serious.
I'll do fine. I will not embarrass us, I promise you. I'll do absolutely, I will not swear. I fucking promise.
With a face like that, how could you embarrass?
And by the
Let
way,
get all your curse words out on the drive there.
stop making fun of my haircut. If I don't shave it, I get it's all gray. It's all fucking gray on the side.
He looks like a gray hippie when he does it.
So, anyhow.
It
All right.
was like Stretch from the Fantastic Four.
All right. Well, that's it. We finally got heat on back in the main office of the farm building here after a tree tried to kill us and knock out our propane tank.
Just in time for another storm to roll in.
So, all right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night on DV Radio. And
9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
one more thing. We got a new carpet. You should see what the dog... You want to see what the dog did on the carpet? It's nasty. He did that right there. Now punch yourself, fuckers.